hosted by an unlikely duo who are just trying to bring a little sunshine into the world.
Welcome to Smilometer Friday!
Hi everyone! Today we're back traveling virtually and off to England. We have a lot to cover, so let's dive right into our first segment.
Did you know?
Did you know that London is one of the most diverse cities in the world, with over 9 million people who collectively speak over 300 languages?
Did you know that there are 775 rooms in Buckingham Palace where the Queen lives and over 200 bedrooms?
And of course, as everyone knows, the musicians, bands, and music are just off the charts. Today we thought we'd play a little Do You Know game. Daniel will sing or play a song, and you have to name the song plus the musician or band. Ready, Daniel?
Ready. Who are you? Who?
If you guessed Who Are You by The Who, you are correct. Next up,
We are the champions, my friend, and we'll keep on fighting till the end.
if you guessed We Are the Champions by Queen, you are correct. Now we're going to dial it up a bit.
Dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song.
If you guessed Perfect by Ed Sheeran, who was born in England, you are correct. And now for our final song. If you guessed Sky Full of Stars by Chris Martin from Coldplay, you are correct. Thanks for the musical journey, Dee. You really are a walking jukebox. And now that we've shared some fun facts about England and their music, it's time for our main segment,
Adventures with Daniel and Ken.
Today we are super excited about introducing our musical guest, Cornel Hrisca-Munn from England, who plays both the bass guitar and drums. He was born without lower arms and has above-the-knee amputated right leg, but that has never stopped him from pursuing his musical dreams and career.
Dad, let's go right to the videotape and check out Cornel on the bass guitar, playing to one of my favorite songs, I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor.
Just turn around now. Show me no love anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to crush me? Why did you think I'd crumble? Did you think I'd lay down and die? No. I will survive. There's no peace I know how to love. I know I'll be alive. I've got all my life to live, and I've got all my love to give. Now survive. I will survive. I will
And now let's check out his speed on the kit, playing a portion of September by Earth, Wind and Fire.
awesome playing and good to see you. Thanks for being on Smile and Meet a Friday. Can you believe it'll be a year on March 8th since we last connected and you were honored at the first Danny Awards?
Hey, Daniel and Ken, it is so great to connect with you all again. I can't believe that it's been a year since the Danny Awards. Wow. I mean, it's a shame I couldn't be there, but what an amazing experience that looked like, and it was honouring to have an award, so thank you guys for that. I really hope that you guys are doing well across the pond this time. I mean, it's been a crazy year, but I hope that you're all doing well.
What is your most memorable musical moment?
It's really quite a challenge to pick my most memorable musical moment. I mean, I've had so many, fortunately. I mean, aside from winning a Danny Award last year, of course, there's a few. So one of them that sticks out to me is when I appeared as the house band drummer for the band on TV program in the UK called The Last Leg, which is like a comedy panel show but about disability. And appearing on there was amazing, the whole experience. We were treated really well as a band, and we were put up in a hotel and everything like that. And it was the night I came back from honeymoon with my wife. So that was pretty incredible, and meeting all the celebrities and the presenters and actually playing the show, and then actually afterwards being really involved with the cast and crew, joining the after party with all of the people that were guests on the show as well as the presenters. We felt really welcome. It felt like a real family. So I think that sticks out to me as a special moment. Other than that, I mean, every time I play live is a special moment, isn't it, really? I mean, I could point to shows I've played in Barcelona in large theatres there to thousands of people. That was a pretty breathtaking experience. And playing in church sometimes, playing at the Oxford University joint service for a number of churches across the city was amazing. There was around 1,500 people crammed into this amazing hall with amazing acoustics, and I played with our church band as well as a full orchestra, playing some gospel songs, some worship songs, and that was pretty incredible too. So it's hard to pick one, but there's a few of my favourite musical moments there.
What is the one thing that people say or do that you would like them to stop doing?
One thing that I wish people would either stop doing or saying. I mean, do I have to only pick one? I mean, there's a few things there, really. I mean, in terms of disability and my music as well, but disability generally, I think I speak for a lot of disabled people when we get frustrated when people call us inspirational for just doing day-to-day things and going about our day-to-day lives. And I don't want to be called inspirational for that. I find that easy. I find driving a car easy. I find going about my day-to-day life. I find eating food easy. I've been called inspirational for just being able to hold and eat an apple independently. I was like, but surely that devalues the real achievements of disabled people, that we can achieve great things such as playing music, playing live in front of people, being great sports people. Unfortunately, I'm not one of those, but we can do great things despite what people might think of us. And it's devaluing when people call us inspirational for just doing the day-to-day things. I mean, think about it. Would you call somebody else inspirational who wasn't disabled for doing day-to-day things? Have a think. What has a disabled person actually inspired you to do before using that term? And I think another thing is take us seriously. Take our music seriously, Get what we're about. Understand that we're trying to do things either for fun or trying to do things because we want to make a career out of these things, or because we might be good at things, might be showing how good we are at these things. So please take us seriously for what we do. Me personally, I find that a lot with my music. Please, if I'm trying to show that I can do something musically, please take that seriously for music, from a music point of view, and not just from the point of view as I'm a disabled person having a go, I'm trying. I'd like to think I'm quite good at some of these things, and I'd like to be recognised for that.
Cornel, you are a man of strong faith. How has your faith helped you, both in your day-to-day life as well as with your music?
I am a man of strong faith, and that kind of transcends every part of my life, from music to my day-to-day activities. And I mean, that's for a number of reasons. I mean, musically, I love playing in church. I love playing praise and worship songs and gospel songs and encouraging others and lifting up others through my music, whether it's playing drums or bass in a church service setting, and just to corporately worship together. It's one of my favourite things to do. But my faith is more than that. It's a really personal thing. My faith in God, I was raised in a Christian home, and my faith in God has always been there because I've seen what God has done in my life. I've seen all the blessings that He's poured out on me. I've seen how He brought me to be adopted by great Christian parents and have a really fantastic upbringing. I mean, people look at me and see my disability and they think, well, he must have it so hard. Actually, I'm here to say, I've been really blessed and really fortunate with a lot of the gifts that God has given me. Don't pity me, because I've been given a lot of great blessings, and I have a strong faith, and I know I have a God who loves me. So that has really impacted my day-to-day life as well as my music.
Who are some of your favorite musicians and influences?
So a lot of my musical influences and people who I look up to are really quite technical players, especially when you look at drummers. So a lot of my favourite drummers, people like Thomas Lang, who's just an absolute powerhouse. Please check him out. He's so technical but makes it look so effortless. People like Juan Carlito Mendoza. He won the USA Guitar Center drum off a little while ago, and his solo that won that competition is quite frankly one of the best drum solos that I've ever seen. I urge you to check that one out. In terms of bass players, there's a few there. I mean, one of my favourite bands growing up was the Red Hot Chili Peppers, so obviously Flea from the Chili Peppers has really influenced my sound and my feel, and it was actually the outro bass line to Under the Bridge that really made me want to start learning bass, just because I had that really sort of mellow and cool sound on what was an iconic track of the 90s. So yeah, he was one of the big ones there, but a lot more technical players as well. So again, back to drummers, I like Nate Smith, I like people like Benny Greb, I like people like Gavin Harrison, all incredible drum clinicians, all incredible musicians as well. So Jojo Mayer and Nerve, I've recently got into more sort of drum and bass style drumming, but also with an influence of jazz and sort of fusion as well. So these are all the guys that I'm looking up to at the moment. So I would really recommend checking some of those out. But yeah, these are people which I really looked up to.
What is something about you that only a select group of people know?
I think there's quite a few things that only a select number of people know about me. I mean, let me give you some quickfire facts that you might not know. So, first things first, maybe I shouldn't be so proud of this, but I have successfully completed 3 challenges across the US as featured on the TV program Man vs. Food. They were all relating to quantity, although I do like spicy food. I'm not going to go into details of which ones they were, but safe to say I shouldn't be as proud of them as I actually am. Another thing people might not know, a lot of my interests, so as well as music, drums, bass, I also enjoy sports. I enjoy theology and philosophy. I have a master's degree in that from the University of Oxford, for example. I also enjoy quite niche interests, so I really enjoy aviation and airplanes. A lot of my friends tease me and say, how on earth did I find myself a wife whilst being so into planes, so into aircraft, but here we are. That's a few things people might not know about me. So some quick fire facts there. Anything else? Follow my online pages. I might tell you some more facts.
Thanks, Cornel, for being on our show.
We truly appreciate it. Keep up the great work, stay well, and let's stay connected.
Daniel and Ken, it was great to see you again. Great to talk to you guys. I really hope that we can meet in person someday, when this all calms down. Yeah, thank you for today. It was awesome.
That was really amazing. But guess what, Dad? Now it's time for our final segment.
Food for thought.
Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Sir Winston Churchill, former Prime Minister of the United Kingdom.
Thanks for joining us. And remember, listen, learn, and understand differences. And see you next time.